Good day, YouTube. It is the 7th of May, 2022. Might have done a video on this back when I got it. Got this Troy-built lawn tractor from an estate, essentially. I was picking up push mowers from my dad to work on, and I was able to acquire this machine in the process from someone that had a push mower too as well. So it was a package deal. We got it running. Possibly did a video on it. I'm trying to remember now. And but it didn't run good, so it's got carburetor issues. I see it a lot on internet. People ask a question, my mower run good last year, and I get on it this spring and put a new battery in it, put a new spark plug in it, and it just runs like crap. Well, it's the gas. Duh. I thought everybody knew it, but I guess not. Everybody doesn't know it, and they put pump gas in it, let them sit all winter. And this has probably sat a couple, 3 winters. It's probably what's really happened. And so it needs just a carburetor change. Not going to start it up for you, but I can just tell you that it runs bad. I can also tell you that I changed the oil in this thing back when we got it running because it smelled like gas. So I pulled the stick before I started it, before I didn't start it, but was going to start it. And it's got gas in it again. So the needle and seat aren't holding. So it's due for a carburetor go through. But instead, I really just want this to be a quick, just change the carburetor and get it going. I just bought a kit with a new carburetor, a new spark plug. However, this is a weird brand spark plug, and I won't use it. I have, NGKs or Autolites or whatever. That's what we'll use. A few of them like Champions or whatever. Anyway, I don't use it. I'll put it on the shelf and maybe we'll get something running with it. But I've had one of these no-name spark plugs quit after literally 1 hour of use, and almost cost me the sale of a little John Deere. So I don't use them. It's got clamps and gaskets. That must be a choke lever for some other application. Came with an air filter, pre-filter, fuel filter, and a hose. So pretty good little kit. These were 25 bucks ish. People always say, "Oh, where can you get them? Where do you get a part number?" Well, just search eBay or Amazon. I buy them either on eBay or Amazon. Anymore, I used to buy eBay exclusively because I bought so much stuff. Then I could at least remember where I got it. I don't buy something here and something there and something other, unless I can't find it on eBay. I am switching over to Amazon just because it ships faster. And I'm buying a lot more stuff on Amazon than eBay now. So kind of switched over. So look on Amazon first. They're going to be roughly the same price, but you might get it quicker on Amazon. So it actually looks good. Yes, you'll roll the dice a little bit. These are Chinese clones, but quite honestly, I've had real good luck with them. I think I've only had one that didn't run just right on a Honda engine. But the next one did. It was okay. So I'm good. So let's get started. We'll get this thing, we'll get the hood up, get the air cleaner off of it, and let's get down to the carburetor, pull that carburetor off. Let's just put the new one on. This mower, by the way, has had not even enough use to completely wear the nubbies off the tires, off the face of the tires. So this thing is practically new. It'll clean up, shine up. It's going to be nice. I'll get a few bucks out of this. I did unfortunately drop some wood on the seat. I did that. It was perfect. You can see the marks where the wood hit it. Dang it. But we'll armor all that up best we can. It'll be fine. We'll fill the cracks in with some black silicone or something so it doesn't absorb water. And it should last a while. But Troy-built. I think you get these at Lowe's or something. At least this one was got at Lowe's. Troy-built. Battery was even good in it. Not sure how old it is. I'm not sure what year this tractor is. Ooh, let's look. 2016. So it's 6 years old. Adjustable seat. It's all the way back. Good shape. Right on. All right. Let's put you up in a stand and let's get to getting. Air cleaner. Come on. There we go. Oh. Well, that air breather I got with that kit, not the right one. I'm used to this style that have that other air cleaner style in it, so obviously I haven't had this off. It's in pretty good shape. I don't know if I have one like that on the shelf though. Okay, so I gotta get 10 millimeter, and let's pull the shroud off of here. Alright, I got the screws out. I'm going to show you one little one that snuck up on me a little bit. Right there, see that little hole? There's a screw. This little screw, right? Whoops. Sorry. Oh, my thing is falling. That little screw right there was in that hole. A little hard to see. Wasn't expecting it, but it wasn't moving without the screw out. So, anyway. Maybe it comes off now. Maybe it don't. There we go. There we go. Set this aside. There's probably more 10 millimeter action there. No. Let me find out what size that is. Let's get the hose clamp off of it. Get that rotated around where it'll move. Squeaky, squeaky. Right. Run that on the floor. That'd be great. Alright, let's see what that is. Probably 11 millimeter then. If 10 won't fit it. Alright, we got some 11 millimeter. Took this little vent hose off so I could get in there. One, two. Alright, so there's the intake manifold. This little vent tube was rotten up here top. It fell off. It fell off. So let's look at our linkage here a little bit before we get in here and get grabby. What can you see from here? There. So the choke, it slides in here. It'd be nice if I could just remove it from its holder. We'll see how that works. And then the throttle, we're going to have it out. This does not have a little spring on the throttle. Sometimes they do. It kind of takes the slop out, keeps them from seeking, but this does not have one. Oh, no, it does too. It's in there. It's just buried. It's there. Okay. It was back here the whole time. Couldn't get a needle nose on that one. And then the choke. Yeah. Hopefully things will slide off there. Needle nose. Be real careful with that little spring. Don't beat it up. Okay. So, we pulled the nuts off of here, but these are actually studs. I think it would be better on the linkage if I find that wrench and pull those studs. It's going to be like an 8mm. I think we better do that. Got to unplug that solenoid at the bottom of the carburetor too. Yep, it's 8mm. On my light. Let's unplug the solenoid here. Done. This is a plastic intake manifold, so extra caution. Probably a deep socket would have been a better choice. Wow, those are aggressive threads. So be real careful putting it back. No power tools. You strip that intake and you'll have to get you a new one. Quite a bit of thread engagement there. Alright, let's get the linkage out. Start with the throttle linkage. There we go. Go the other way for the choke linkage. There we go. I already used that intake gasket, possibly. Okay. I'll keep this carburetor. I mean, I'm sure it just needs cleaning, but I didn't have a lot of time, so I opted for a replacement. Just looking at the configuration, looks like it's the right one. What did we say this was? 15.5 horse? Yeah, 15.5 horse Briggs. So let's just do the opposite of what we just did. So let's put the choke on first. Then the throttle. There's like 3 holes. I'm looking to make sure what we just took off there. Okay. The evidence is clear. Take that all the way out. Again. I'm going to start these long bolts into the intake. I want to put that gasket in there about now. Hang on. I'm not going to reuse this. It's just in case it's different. Hang on. We'll keep it though. It's in pretty good shape. We'll use the new one. Hang on. I am putting this on backwards, guys. Thanks for letting me know. I put it on backwards. Embarrassing, yes. That's why it was fighting me a little bit. Stupid. Stupid. Hang on for a minute. Gotta rest my back. Alright. So choke is back on here where it's supposed to be. Throttle's here. Little springy dingy's back in where it needs to be. Where's my little ratchet? Where did it go? Alright. So nobody leave. How do I misplace so many tools? Wait. That's what I get for putting tools away. So, I got a long, deep 8mm socket. That's the right tool to put these on and off. Remember, plastic. Mellow out a little. Use little tools, little fingers. Snug, snug, snug. Okay. The old fuel inlet came at an angle and hit here. So this one's, the hose needs to be a little longer. So, let's pull this one off. So we'll use the filter that came with the kit. We can get this one off. Oh, I've got fuel line pliers in the box. Don't make me get them. There we go. Alright. Let's get the new filter. Looking for my 1/4-inch gas line. I think it's in the barn. Let me go get a piece of gas line a little longer than this one. Alright, I found a piece. That ought to do. I got some nice cutters inside. Nothing much out here in the shed though. Alright, clamps. Dun dun dun. Now then, this gizmo, the intake manifold. With the 11mm plastic boys. Be easy. Right. Easy now. Remember, we gotta change the oil in this thing before we go firing it up. Throttle works, choke works. These bolts will be a little bit of a pain to put back in. Clean this out a little bit. There, I'll spray it down a little, clean it better. Reinstall. Push the tins in. Let me look at the other side because of the way the tin's got to go there. Engage that if I can get over here. Not a lot of room. Not a lot of room in this shed. It's good, I think. Almost. Oh. Don't forget that little bolt. These are going to be a pain. I'm just going to crank it, make sure nothing's rubbing. Okay, nothing's rubbing. Alright, I'm going to put these bolts back in, and they're going to take a minute, and you don't need to see that. Alright, I got all them tight. With these that are back here, real close to the gas tank tray, I had to, on the other side, to get a pry bar in there just to give me another 30 seconds of an inch. Yeah, it was tight, it was. So, air filter's usable. We're going to put it back like so. Let me wipe this down just a little bit. No sense having no dirt already in the air filter box. There we go. Lock, lock. Now, let's cut this off a little bit. Maybe it's still long enough to use. The old one off. Yep. Little gas tank vent action going on. I'm going to pick up a couple of tools here. And let's get the oil draining. Get her draining. Where's the drain pan? So here. I remember when I got this thing, did a will it start video. I pulled the stick and the oil smelled like gas, so I drained the oil out of it, and I just put a quart of oil in it, knowing we'd be changing it again. And oil's not cheap, $5 a quart or whatever you're paying for it. And someone gave me a really hard time about only filling it to the add mark. Well, it was to the add mark, slightly over probably. But it wasn't like going mowing with it. Just wanted to make it run. And we knew we'd be back in here changing the oil again. So here we are, changing the oil again. So there's only a quart of oil in it. But I didn't put much gas in the tank. But whatever was in there, most of it went in the oil too, so this should help. Let me plug in that solenoid before we forget completely. Which direction is that going? There we are. Just going to find a little piece of plastic to put on the frame or something, because this oil is going to go right down on the frame. Here's some bubble wrap. Will that work? Maybe. Maybe not. Now, we ain't going to keep it from being on the frame. Let's just keep it from going too far. It's got enough gas in it. It ought to drain out pretty fast. Give it a little air. Oh yeah. Most of the gas. Should be the cleanest engine we got, though. But it's super flush. Might have put more gas in it than I thought I did. Alright, let's let that thing drain for a minute. Okay, the oil's all drained out. Put the plug back in it. I got some 5W20. 520. It's too thin to put in any of my cars. But it's basically a brand new motor here, so it's good. Full synthetic it is. Run what you brung, that's what I got. So this thing gonna hold something close to 2 quarts. We'll put a quart and a half or something in it. We'll check it. I could have looked it up, but that takes time. It'll make somebody a dandy mower. A lot of people on YouTube watch videos on the however many dozens of lawn tractors and garden tractors I work on here. I obviously do not keep them all. I don't keep many of them. They're just fun to work on, and I make a couple bucks to sell them down the road. My Snapper rear engine rider, that's my everyday mower out here at the barn. My two John Deere 140s. I have an H1 and an H3. Those are keepers. But pretty much the rest of them are projects. And I have no use to keep them all. So I don't. Couldn't store them all if I tried. Okay, with 1.5 quarts in it, it's just a tad on the over full. So we'll run it, we'll check it again. But it ain't gonna run with no gas in it. Let's put some gas in it. Alright, some non-ethanol premium fuel. .91 octane, I do believe. In an old school gas can that works. Except it's leaking. Could have tightened it, but it didn't. It was hanging on by a thread. Nicely done, Glenn. Alright, we got a little bit of gas in it. We'll make sure it's all awesome before we fill it up. When I sell them, I like to fill them. In the ad, it always looks good. You know, freshly serviced, oil changed, new spark plug, full of fuel, ready to roll. What do you think? Should just start? All right, I moved you back here. Let's see if it'll run. Oh, got to lock the brake. Not doing nothing without locks the brake. Chokage. Fire in the hole. The exhaust went into my oil pan and made a mess on the floor. Uh-oh, headlight out. We'll fix that. She runs good. All she needs now is a little detailing. Oh yeah. Well, gang, she's a runner. She's a runner. I've made a mess, though. I have made a mess. Houston, clean up on aisle 2. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. We got the, what is this, a Troy built? 15.5 horse Briggs & Stratton. She is ready for mowing. But I think we'll do another video on detailing a lawnmower. Yep. We're going to have to clean this thing up and get it ready to sell for big money. Big money. And we got to fix the headlight. No big deal. No big deal. Guys, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, thumbs up on the way out the door. And we'll see you on the next video.